I have not come this far in Nanowrimo to quit now. Hey guys, it is Thanksgiving night and I just realized that I should probably start vlogging right now so I have something to post for week 4 of Nanowrimo. So right now I am at a beach house with my family for Thanksgiving, and so we got here yesterday, and yeah, it's harder to write with a lot of family around. This beach house that we're in has like a billion rooms and 3 different floors, and the house is just full of all my relatives and little children and people running around and screaming. And this is the quietest it's been because it's late at night and everybody's gone to bed and everyone's full of turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy and happy. So my husband's just getting ready for bed, and I managed to write a little over 2,000 words today, which is good because yesterday I only wrote 140. So was already behind, getting a little bit more behind, but that's okay. I am determined to write another 2,000 words tomorrow and then just keep up 2,000 words through until I finish Nanowrimo. I know I'm not going to get caught up while I'm here at this cabin, so the goal is to just write 2,000 words every day that I'm here, and then when we get home on Sunday, write as many words as I can, and then Monday is when I'm hoping to have a repeat of week 3, in which I attempted lots of different kinds of writing games to get myself caught up. So that's what I'm planning to do when I get back home and back into the swing of things after this holiday is over, is I'm just going to, every day that I need to until Nanowrimo is over and I win, I'm going to just pull out all the stops and try every trick that I know to win. So yeah, this is the beginning of week 4, signing out. Guys, so we just got home from our Thanksgiving trip and it was wonderful and lovely, but of course on the day it was time to go home I woke up sick, and so I'm sick now. On Thanksgiving Day I was really proud of myself because I wrote 2,000 words, no, over 2,000 words on Thanksgiving Day, so good for me, hallelujah. But then the next day I wrote, I think it was like 900 something. Oh man, I was 5 words off of 1,000 actually the next day. Just barely under 1,000, 995 words. And then the next day, I only wrote a little over 200 words. So yeah, my graph was looking a little bit sad for a while there, and I knew I would be paying for it coming home from my vacation because holy cow, we have got 6 days to go, and I was only at about 35,000 words when I got home today. So I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna have to kick it into high gear, which is hard to do when you're sick, and I, to be honest, did not have very high hopes for myself that I would get much written today because I'm feeling the way I am. But I sat down and just started doing some sprints on the Nanowrimo website, so just sprints with myself, and I did 30-minute sprints. I did a few of them, and in what felt like a relatively short time, I have written today 3,498 words. Yay! If I wasn't sick, I would be like probably bouncing off the walls with excitement over that right now. Sorry, I know I look terrible because I'm sick, but the point is I'm happy that I've written over 3,000 words, and That puts me at 39,046 words for today, the last Sunday of Nanowrimo. So I should be at 40,000 words today. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit that. I think I could, but I'm so tired now from writing all those words and from my travels and everything else and being sick. And so I'm going to take a break right now, maybe watch a movie or something, allow myself to be sick and drink lots of tea. And then tomorrow, the real work begins. Cheers to the last week of Nanowrimo. I can't believe we made it this far. I'm in the same spot, but it's the next day, which is a sure sign of being sick. I have moved from this spot. I did go to work today, even though I was sick. And now that I'm home, all I want to do is sleep. But I need to write. So I'm going to write. And from here on out this week, I think it's just gonna be ugly like this. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'm just going to write. Let the writing begin. It is Wednesday morning, 2 days before the end of Nanowrimo, and I am about to write the final scene of my book. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I could have finished this book last night, but it felt somehow strangely sacrilegious to finish this book surrounded by snot-filled tissue wads and being really sick and gross. And so this morning I woke up and I took a shower and I am still sick, but by golly if I didn't put on some makeup and try to make myself presentable for the end of my book. I don't know if that's crazy, but yeah, here it goes. I'm about to write the end of my book. Whew, this is happening. Hey guys, so it is officially the first day of December, which means that Nanowrimo is over. Holy cow. Did that just go by extremely fast for anybody else? I feel like it was like we just started Nanowrimo and it's already over. It's crazy. Clearly, I need to fill you guys in on a couple of things that happened since the last clip that you saw. Okay, we're gonna go for a little walk here. So after I wrote the end on my story, I don't know what I was expecting exactly that to be like. It was so surreal. I did not expect the kind of almost numbing sensation that just took over my body. Okay, here's something you have to understand. I have been working on Untamable for years. Many, many years. I've said many times on this channel, I started the first draft of it when I was 15, wrote the first draft, and then a couple of years after that, I was getting offers to buy the book from me because it was online on fictionpress.com, and I was getting emails even years after I had posted the book from people who wanted to purchase it, and I thought if they want to purchase it, they just want to fix it up and publish it themselves, so maybe I should do that. And so I started doing that when I was in college. So I was, I don't know, 19 or 20 when I started revisions on this book. Not very seriously, just kind of going over it and tweaking a couple of things here and there. And then it wasn't until I was about 22, several years later, after I had just come home from living in Brazil, that I was still getting offers on this book. And I was like,
wow, I can't believe people still are looking at this book after so many years, and I still have faithful readers who would come back every year and read it again and again, and they kept messaging me and saying, "Are you ever going to publish this book? I'd love to have it on my shelf." And I was like, wow, I can't believe people like this book so much. It just seems like kind of a silly little fun Western to me. And so that's when I really started taking the book seriously and started serious revisions, and that's when I realized that this book needed more than just revisions. It needed a complete rewrite. I needed to do my research for the time period, for cowboy things. I just had a lot of research I needed to do, and I wanted to set it in an actual town that really existed instead of some made-up one, you know. I wanted all that to be accurate, and so I started doing research, and for the past, I don't know, how old am I? I'm 28 now. I started this when I was 22. That's 6 years. For the past 6 years, I've been doing research on this book. I have been attempting to write this draft of the book for a very long time. And I thought that when I actually finished it, I would just feel elated, like, wow, this is amazing, now I'm done. But instead, I kind of felt frozen. I felt like, we'll say I had like a mini identity crisis maybe for a second. I'm sure you guys are wondering why I finished my book and then I never said a word after I wrote the end. So, gosh, finishing that book, it is hard to describe that feeling. I don't know what I was expecting exactly, but I just felt kind of... I know this sounds dramatic, but it almost feels like, who am I if I'm not writing this book? Which is so silly, because even though I finished this draft of the book, I am far from being done with working on the book. I still have a lot of edits to go through. I am going to be working on this book day and night for the next several months until it's ready to publish. So I don't know why I felt this kind of remorse just because I won't be drafting anymore, and I've been so looking forward to not having to do this draft anymore and just get into revisions, and I am really excited about it, but I was not expecting the mini identity crisis that followed. And so it made it hard for me to come on here and vlog about it and tell you guys my feelings and everything, because I wasn't really sure about my feelings. And then I still had 7,000 words to go to finish Nanowrimo, and I was like, okay, jump into my next project. And that made me kind of sad. Even though I've been really excited to start this next project, Awake, suddenly I felt kind of sad and I didn't really know what to do. I've been working on one project for so long that just jumping straight into another one, into new characters, a new plot, new time period, just everything, it felt really overwhelming. And I felt this pressure because, oh my gosh, there's only 2 days left before NaNoWriMo ends, and I need to get 7,000 words out, and that 7,000 words can't be in Untamable because it's done. So that first day when I wrote the end on Untamable, I didn't write any more for the rest of the day. And I just thought, okay, I need a break before I can dive into something else. And then the next day, I didn't wake up early because I was sick. I'm still sick, but I'm on the up and up. I'm getting better. But the next day, I could not get up early. I felt sick, and I kind of dreaded a little bit starting my next project. But that night, I was like, no, I have come so far. I have not come this far in NaNoWriMo to quit now. And so, by golly, I was going to win or I was going to die. And so I sat on the couch and I wrote 4,000 words in my new project. And that felt really good. And it actually did start to flow, and I was exciting. You know, when you start a new project, it is exciting. And then the last day of NaNoWriMo, last night, I sat there and I did not know what to write, and I was not excited about this new project. I was like, I don't even like this anymore. I don't want to write it. And I thought, but I still have another, what was it? I had another about 3,000 words to go. And I was like, okay, I just need to do this. I need to win. I need to write this. And so I just sat down, and I wish I could say that the words just kind of started spilling out of me from there, but they didn't. I had to really fight for those last 3,000 words. What I'm doing right now is I'm about to join the live sprints with Brooke Passamore, Mandy Lynn, and Natalia Lee. And I've got about a little under 3,000 words to go to finish, and so I'm just gonna do it.
Okay, does this ever happen to anybody else? I feel like this happened to me last year where I validated my word count and it gave me way more words. I should only have a little over 50,000. And it gave me like 30,000 more words. I don't know what the deal is, but I won. Yay! Won! Woohoo!
Look, and to celebrate my victory, it's snowing! It's snowing. It was difficult, but I made it. I wrote those last 3,000 words. I finished Untamable. I've started my next project. And I'm going to let this next project, Awake, kind of rest because I really need to work on Untamable. I am on a deadline for Untamable now because I'm pleased to announce that I have signed on with a cover designer and interior formatter many months in the future. I've still got a long ways to go, and I've been trying to pick an editor. I've been communicating back and forth with a handful of editors, and they're sending me sample edits, and I'm just trying to pick among them which editor I want. And I am trying to get Untamable ready for beta readers in February. So I have a lot of work to do. I'm going to let Untamable rest during December, but then in January, holy cow, it is going to be a crazy house here trying to get Untamable ready for beta readers. I've got several different rounds of edits I want to do in January, and I will take you guys along for that ride as well. So if you want to stay tuned on this channel, that's what you can expect over the next probably 8 months to a year. Just me writing like a madwoman, editing, revising like a madwoman, trying to get Untamable ready for publication, and you'll get to see everything that goes into that. Alright, so that is all I have to say for you guys. Congratulations to everybody who participated in Nanowrimo, regardless of if you met your word count goal or not. Congratulations on the progress that you have made in your book. That is amazing and so exciting, and in my mind, we're all winners. So, good job, everybody, and now let's all take a much-deserved nap.
Would you come and take a walk with me? We'll cross over the mountains and we'll reach the pale blue sea. I love you, I'm so glad you love me too. And I